Hey, welcome to the Star Trek Lower Decks portion of San Diego ComicCon at Home. I'm Mike McMahan. I'm the creator and EP of Star Trek Lower Decks, and I'm so proud to be a part of this Star Trek family with all this stuff you guys are seeing. You know, what you're about to see is people talking about a show that takes place in 2380. It's in the TNG era. It's right after the events of Star Trek Nemesis, but it's way before the events of Star Trek Picard. You know, the TNG era is what I feel most comfortable in. Today, we're going to be joined by the voice talent of Lower Decks so that they can talk to you as well about what it feels like to be in a Star Trek and to tell you a little bit about the show. And to start off with, we'll be showing you a clip of a scene from the first episode that just gives you a little bit of a taste of what the show feels and looks like. We tried to fit it into canon so that it doesn't break anything, but we tried to do something new with it at the same time. We tried to keep it exciting, but we also tried to keep all of the ethical sci-fi sort of stuff that makes Star Trek without breaking it. And I think we've come up with something that a lot of people are gonna really enjoy. So just to start off, let's watch this clip and then we will introduce the voice talent of Star Trek Lower Decks.
Captain's log, stardate 57436.2. The Cerritos is docked at Douglas Station for routine maintenance and resupply. We will soon set course for the capital planet on the Galler system, where we're scheduled to make second contact with the Gallardonian High Council. First contact is a delicate, high-stakes operation of diplomacy. One must be ready for anything when humanity is interacting with an alien race for the first time. But we don't do that. Our specialty is second contact. Still pretty important. We get all the paperwork signed, make sure we're spelling the name of the planet right, get to know all the good places to eat.
Oh my God! What are you doing?
Nothing.
Oh no! Are you pretending to do a captain's log?
We're all supposed to keep logs.
Okay, let me listen to it.
No, go away. Leave me alone.
I can't believe you're wasting your shore leave on this.
Privacy, please.
Okay, time to go. Come on,
Privacy.
Let's go. Come on.
Are you drunk?
Yeah, dude, you should be too. I mean, this station is amazing, and they have Romulan whiskey. And I bet you thought it was gonna be green, but it is actually blue. It's this very beautiful color.
Romulan whiskey is against regulation.
Yeah, cause it's awesome. Oh man, they got all sorts of great stuff. Oh, come on, check this out.
Be careful with that.
Pretty sweet, right? Yeah, it's a Klingon bat. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. It doesn't matter. Shut up. I got it from an old guy with an eye patch. Come spar with me. Come on. Oh, we can be Klingons. We can have crimped hair, wrinkled foreheads. War.
I love honor. I demand honor.
Listen, I promise you, people do not get chopped in the leg by a batleth every episode, but it is always a possibility when you're serving on a Starfleet ship. All right, now let's meet some of our voice talent from Star Trek Lower Decks. Tawny Newsome, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you. I can feel the virtual throngs of people crushing my body as I push through the crowd.
Hey, Jack Quaid.
Hey.
Thanks for joining us. Eugene Cordero, I'm glad we got to do this. This is cool.
Me too.
All right, so we have Noël Wells here.
Hi.
Don Lewis. I wish I could see you in person, but we'll be together again soon, I'm sure.
I'm looking forward to it.
Jerry O'Connell, thank you for joining us from what appears to be a beautiful verdant hill.
It's a green screen. I'm actually in my basement.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, so am I.
Hey, Fred. Thank you so much for having me, Mike.
Jillian Vigman, thank you for joining us.
It is my pleasure to be here, Mike.
So there are all kinds of officers in Starfleet. There's engineers, there's scientists, and there's all sorts of different commanders. And then even in those ranks, you never know what you're going to get. What kind of Starfleet officer is your character?
I've joked before that she's not very different from me, and that is a testament to you, Mike, for liking my personality, I guess, and just kind of writing it into a cool Starfleet officer. But yeah, she's a little, I don't know, she doesn't always play by the rules, even though she could, because she's good at things. It's kind of like, when you're the class clown because you are ahead of the lesson in school type of a thing.
A lot about Star Trek is about the humanity in the characters that are on the ship. Like, they can be spouting all this technological stuff, but you really care. You want to care about the characters, and you really make that character fun.
Thanks, man. It's a team effort.
Yeah, Ensign Brad Boimler is the ultimate Starfleet nerd. He's like a complete fanboy for all the captains and the first officers, basically anyone who works on the bridge. And he wants to be like them so bad that he is obsessed with rank and ranking up. And he figures the best way to do that is to go as by the book as possible. So he follows every Starfleet rule to a T. He has no demerits at all. He logs even when he's really not supposed to because he's an ensign. But he means
well.
So well. And honestly, it's just like a guy talking to his friends that are giving him a lot of guff.
I like that Tawny calls you Boimler, or she calls you Boims on Twitter. It's so cute.
Ensign Tendi is like the fresh eyes on the Cerritos. She's excited by everything. Nothing. She's unflappable. Even if there's weird things happening, she somehow turns it into this optimistic point of view. So she's just very excited.
Ensign Rutherford is the cyborg, but I mean, I guess he loves the fact that he is half mechanics because he loves the mechanics. He's an engineer guy. He's all about the tech talk. He's the guy you want on your trivia team talking about, every single ship that's ever been in the galaxy or beyond. Yeah.
So Dr. Tana, who is, I would say she's the head medical officer on the Cerritos. And because of that, she has an extreme responsibility to take care of basically everybody on board.
Dr. Tana, she might be great at solving space medical mysteries, but she's also a scary, crusty alley cat, which is why we love her.
Dr. Tana may have the gruffest bedside manner, but she loves to dig in and get to the problem.
Lieutenant Shax,
Yes.
What kind of Starfleet officer is he?
Well, he is a definite shoot first, ask questions later. He is no nonsense. He is a Bajoran that's got a chip on his shoulder, as he should. He's hardcore, but in some ways terrible for security because he's just like, someone's hailing? Fire! I suggest we hail fire on them, and it's like, but at the same time, he kicks ass and he gets the job done.
My character Ransom as a number one has a pretty short fuse. I don't think he's the easiest person to work for, but he does deeply care about Starfleet. He just does and says things that I'm not sure we could get away with on other Star Trek franchises.
Since we're the first comedy Star Trek, we figured we're not on the most important ship in the fleet, so why not have them really be people? Because Star Trek is always about people who are out there.
Easy. The Cerritos is super important to Starfleet. Come on now. Everybody knows that.
All right, I'm sorry. I know.
And it's funny, as the captain, I never feel confident and I never feel in command. I always feel like I'm talking for talk's sake and people are just going to do whatever they're going to do anyway. But I take myself very, very seriously. Captain Freeman is vital. She's important and she is in control and in charge. And the Cerritos, in our mission to do second contact, which is almost more important than first contact, because first contact, no one knows you're there. Second contact, we make sure things are running smoothly, things are running right. And Captain Freeman, she's in charge. And she's going to make sure everybody knows that she's in charge. Okay?
Whoa, listen. All right. I shouldn't have made it sound like you guys weren't the most important. The unsung heroes are still heroes.
Thank you.
So fans of Star Trek have always dreamed about serving on a Starfleet ship, and now you kind of have done that through your character. What would you say is one of the most fun things about serving on a Starfleet ship?
I think I would be a bit more of a nerd even than Mariner, and I think I'd be really focused on ascending rank because I just would want to get to that sweet, sweet bridge. I don't need to be the captain, but I just want to be, I just want to be someone on the bridge who's in charge of something like medium important, because I want enough responsibility so that I can have an ego, but not enough to where if something crashes or burns or people die, it's my fault.
I'd say maybe the most fun thing would probably be the holodeck, and I know we got a lot of cool mileage out of that during our season.
Well, we did, but people don't know yet. But I guess this is a Jack Quaid has promised fans you'll be seeing some stuff happen on the holodeck. It's fine. Where else would we tell them?
The leaks are real.
But now they know we turned it on. Huge drops for ComicCon.
It's crazy, and it works. What?
Whoa, most of the time. Hey,
yeah.
So was there a moment season 1 that you loved that you think you can tell the San Diego at-home Comic-Coners today?
My favorite thing that Rutherford does is when the and all of that, and it was just going and couldn't get it quite right for what was happening.
Mariner, who was always such a screw up, always trying to undermine me and try to see what she can get away with. I am constantly, as Captain Friedman, trying to come up with ways to get her back in line. And I realized the most fun episode for me was that episode where I came up with this plan. You know what? Instead of continuing to cut her off at the knees, promote her. That's the last thing she wants to do is work.
There are many, and I don't want to blow too much of it. I just love how he just comes in at full force, no matter what. You're too loud. Captain says you're too loud. Breaking instruments.
Stop me if I'm giving away too much about this episode, but there's an episode where we meet Boimler's girlfriend. And that was maybe my favorite episode to record because this guy in any kind of romantic scenario is just hilarious to me.
But this is really a whole cast. This is an all skate. I love episode 8 so much. It is maybe, I don't want to pick favorites, but it really grabbed all the things that I love about Trek and then all the absurdity that you've injected into this world with what happens at the end.
This is the greatest thing I could be a part of. One, you guys let me be crusty, curmudgeon-y, bitter, and yet filled with sort of this excitement for and curiosity for learning.
My favorite part of the first season, I would say, is when Ransom gets into a pretty vicious fight with it's pretty gory. It's not for the faint of heart.
You have a very unique situation in your household because the last time I checked, usually there's not 2 number 1s, second in commands in under one roof.
So I play Ransom in the number 1 in Lower Decks. My wife is the number 1 on the recently announced Strange New Worlds. So my wife is a number 1. We're also very, very good friends with Jonathan Frakes, who's also a number 1. So man, when the 3 of us get together, I really should live stream it for everybody.
What would be your pitch for people who are, maybe aren't Trekkies? Do you think that people who aren't Trekkies are going to like Lower Decks?
Yeah, I think that that's what's so great about the show. Obviously, it's going to be exciting for people that are Trekkies, but the show is a totally different perspective and has this comedic bent that we haven't seen before. So if you are into animation, if you like dark comedic comedies, there's plenty for everybody.
I think you're right. I think that people who like Trek will find a lot to love in this, and people who have never seen Star Trek, it might be the first thing that makes them go, wait, maybe I like Star Trek. All right, and that's it. Thank you, everybody, for joining us and letting us talk to you about Star Trek Lower Decks. We can't wait for you to see the season, which, again, premieres on CBS All Access on August 6th. And just personally, I know this is tough times, and I know that we're all looking for a way to kind of get through it, and I know that we can. Just hang in there, take care of each other, and watch as many cartoons as possible. Thank you, everybody. Live long and prosper. And now I want you to get in that car, and I want to see you do a flip right over that hill. Careful.
Watch this.
Oh, God, Jerry, no.